If you are taking the PTE Academic exam in 2026, relying on outdated study routines is going to cost you valuable marks. Pearson has introduced major changes, and using old templates will no longer cut it. The exam no longer rewards robotic memorization. Instead, the scoring system now evaluates how well you understand real conversations, organize your ideas, and communicate naturally. To get your target score, you have to adjust how you study. Today, we are going to build a clear step by step study plan to conquer the new format and master the brand new speaking tasks. Before we begin, grab a notebook for taking shorthand notes and keep your smartphone nearby to record your voice. You will need both to set up your new routine. This is the 5-step roadmap we are going to build. It covers everything from processing information to checking your materials, starting right here with step 1. Discarding those outdated templates and committing to this specific roadmap is the surest way to protect your score from the recent format changes. Step 1 of your new routine is implementing active listening. Many students fall into the memory trap. They hear a new audio prompt and immediately try to memorize every single word. The exam isn't testing your memory capacity, it is testing your comprehension. Trying to remember every sentence will only cause you to lose track of the conversation entirely. Look at how you should process an audio track instead. Rather than capturing every word, you need to listen for the underlying structure. Extract these 3 specific data points: the main idea, the different viewpoints being discussed, and the overall conclusion. You can practice this by pausing an audio clip halfway through and forcing yourself to state the overall outcome in a single clear sentence. Once you can identify the structure, you are ready for step 2. Switch to keyword note taking. Here is a comparison of how your notebook should look. On the left, frantically writing full sentences leads to messy, incomplete thoughts. On the right, writing only verbs and nouns creates a clean, organized list of keywords that takes a fraction of the time to write. By filtering the information mentally and extracting only keywords, you give yourself a much better survival tool for the exam than trying to hoard every word you hear. Now that you can process information quickly, we move to step 3. Build a daily speaking and recording loop. Every day you need to record yourself speaking everyday English into your phone. Do not recite pre-written scripts. Formulate your own responses to prompts so you get comfortable organizing your thoughts on the fly. After you record, listen back immediately. Evaluate your own pronunciation and check if your delivery sounds like natural fluency or a robotic recitation. Look at this playback interface. When reviewing your audio, hunt for the flat, silent gaps. Count these unnecessary pauses and work to reduce them in your next recording. A response that is polite, relevant, and naturally spoken will always score higher under the 2026 criteria than a perfectly memorized, stilted script. Step 4 is where you apply these skills to strategize for the 2 new speaking tasks. This is the interface for the new summarized group discussion task. You will listen to several people discussing a topic. Your job is to track the different speakers, identify their viewpoints, and explain the final conclusion they reach. The second new task is respond to a situation. Here you are given a real life scenario and asked to react appropriately. You might have to apologize to a customer, make a suggestion, or navigate a workplace issue because every situation is unique. Memorization will not help you here. Do not fall into the familiarity trap because repeat sentence carries a lot of marks. Students over-practice it and completely ignore these 2 new tasks. You need a balanced study plan. That brings us to our final phase. Step 5. Audit your practice materials. Scan your current resources. If your practice tests or books do not explicitly include respond to a situation or summarize group discussion, throw them out. Strictly aligning your daily practice materials with the 2026 reality ensures you won't face any surprises on test day. The good news is that the 2026 exam is not inherently harder. It is simply designed to test practical communication over pure memorization. Your foundational skills are still highly valuable. The scoring criteria remain largely the same, and legacy tasks like read aloud, repeat sentence, writing, and reading haven't gone anywhere. Looking back at our roadmap, you now have a completed 5-step routine. You know how to extract keywords, self-correct your fluency, Tackle the new discussion tasks and use the right materials. When you sit down for the test, remember, your ultimate goal is to sound like a confident English speaker, not someone reading from a script. Put this study plan into action today to build that confidence and lock in your target score. If this breakdown helped you prepare, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more PTE updates and strategies. Before you go, if there's anything in PTE that's confusing you, don't stay stuck. Whether it's speaking, writing, reading, listening, scoring, templates, or exam strategy, just drop your question in the comments. I read the comments regularly, and your question could even become my next video, helping thousands of other students too. So go ahead and ask anything PTE related in the comments.